Hi guys, what's up? I'm gonna be playing Fortnite, but that's not really what this video is gonna be about. I'm just gonna share my opinions on the Chapter 5 season, and I'm gonna be playing Fortnite in the background. I won't be, like, talking about it or anything, so just for background. So, I'll be talking about my Chapter 5 opinions, and what I thought wasn't good and what was good. I'm gonna be going from Season 1 to Season 4. Actually, and I'll talk about Fortnite Remix. I'll talk about the remix because I feel like that's also an important part. So it started off in Chapter 5, Season 1, where the map, I was talking about the map first. The map was good. Some of the POIs were very dull, but what I don't understand about people, like, not liking POIs, just don't end there. Like, it's that simple. Like, I forgot what it was. It was like something like Breakwater Bay, or not Breakwater Bay. It's like something like that. Breakwater Bay was from Chapter 4. I usually land at Fencing Fields just because it was like the battle area was the battle area. It was like so unique. It was like a different feel than most like Fortnite POI. So it was different, and it was pretty dull and realistic, but overall, the starting map was pretty good. They did remove the snow, like, halfway through the season, because the Winterfest ended. It was kind of weird. I mean, I did like I did like POIs like Lavish Lair. I like that. I like Big Mansion. I didn't really like... I keep on forgetting the name. It was only there for like one season. Pleasant Piazza, I didn't really like, because that was like one of the dull POIs, like the not colorful and too realistic. Which is like, a lot of people agree with me on that. But for the weapons, we started off with the Hammer Pump Shotgun. I do not like the Hammer Pump Shotgun at all. I think that it's a waste of... It's probably the worst pump shotgun that we've ever seen. That was added. I would take Peter Griffin's, the Mythic Hammer Pump Shotgun, though, because that was good. The SMGs. Okay, the Thunderburst was probably the best SMG that we've ever seen. Like, name one better SMG before the Thunderburst SMG came out. Not including the Veiled Precision, that's Chapter 6. But when the Thunderburst came out, it was the best SMG that was ever in Fortnite. The other SMG, the Hyper SMG, sucked. The bloom was crazy on it. Like, I never, you always take, even, what was it? I think it was Valerius Mythic. Valerius Mythic SMG. Valerius Mythic SMG was, even though it did have the scope, it still wasn't great. So that's why, no matter what, I would always take the Thunderburst, even if it was common. I'll take the common one. Actually, no, not the common, maybe the uncommon one, because the common one didn't have any mods on it. I'll take the uncommon one over Valerius Mythic Hyper SMG, just because of how inaccurate it was. Like, it doesn't matter how good your aim is, like, it's always gonna miss, like, a fifth of its shots, and also wastes so much ammo. It wastes, like, the ammo that it wastes is crazy, because the Thunderburst, it's a burst weapon, and the whole idea of the burst weapon is the accuracy, less ammo use, and the Hyper SMG was just the opposite. So now for the ARs. The Nemesis AR and the Striker AR were the two main ARs. I know the Enforcer AR came in at the end of the season. But I'm going to be talking about the two main ARs because the Enforcer AR I'm really going to be talking about next season. Because that's when it's like prime. Shouldn't say prime because it sucked, but it was most used in Chapter 5 Season 2. Because that's when it started. It ended the season in that and it began the season. So it only came in at the end of Season 1. So I'll be talking about the Enforcer for Season 2. But the Nemesis and the Striker AR, they were both solid. There's usually the ARs, the AR meta, like we got in Chapter 4, the Scar and the Red Eye Assault Rifle. Now we have the Hull Twister and the Fury Assault Rifle. It's like you take the more accurate, slower firing shotgun, but also heavy hitter shotgun over the fast firing shotgun that does less damage. I'm not gonna say with the Striker AR less damage, no, less accuracy, because the accuracy was good on the Striker AR, and the Striker AR was probably the go-to AR. Like, whenever it was around, it was always the go-to AR, except when the Burst AR came out, the Striker Burst AR, but that's different. That was Chapter 5, Season 4. So the ARs, they were good. And the medallions. Remember the beginning of the season when each medallion would heal you up to 100 shield? Well, it was impossible. You got the medallion, someone had the medallion, it was a 1v1 at the end of the match, 2 players left, someone had the medallion, you didn't, you were screwed, you were done. I was like, there's no chance you were gonna win. At the beginning of the season. And still, if you had 2, you would just heal faster. They did nerf the medallions, but they went down to, I think, 75. Then it went down to 50. And then I think it went all the way down to 25 at the end of the season. So they nerfed the medallions a lot. But they were still crazy overpowered. They were, like, busted. And they were busted throughout the whole season, except, really, the last. So they did add some new features, like the shadow briefing, it's better than Bounty, the Bounty board that was in the game for so long. The shadow briefing was good. We could still do it here. I do like this though. I do like though where you can get the weapon for gold and get the weapon for free. Like right here. You always, like, you couldn't find a weapon, like, on the floor, just get one from there. Like, don't bother with that. Like, I feel like 90% of the people that actually actually pick up the weapons from there, just pick up the weapons to pick them up, not to actually, like, do the shadow briefing for 100 gold. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, just get the weapon. And they're uncommon weapons, too, so it's not that they're, like, trash. So Season 1 was probably the best season. Overall, the Chapter 5 seasons, the main problem, which I found a lot of people hated about this. Like, you talk to anybody, like, what was one bad thing about Chapter 5 Season 1? They're all gonna say, the first thing that comes to everybody's minds is the movement. I never had a problem with the movement. I didn't even notice it until somebody told me. I don't know if that's just because I have good ping, or because I don't... or I just have good movement. It's just that there was so many features in the game. So many, like, the grappler. The grappler blade. Like, I was using that all the time. Like, I never really ran. I'm never really a person that, like, runs for speed in Fortnite. Like, I run in slide. They did not change the slide motion. They changed the running motion. So might have affected more people than some others. The movement changes, they did eventually fix it. but I never got a chance to even like notice it before somebody mentioned it to me, and by then it was already fixed. So that wasn't a problem for me, and this is like going off my personal opinion. So I'm gonna say that like that's why I think it's the best season, because the worst thing about it for everybody didn't affect me. So that's again very biased. It was my favorite season out of the four, though. I'm gonna go on to Chapter 5, Season 2. And that one was interesting, because it had great potential. I mean, Midas returned. I mean, like, was it Ascension Midas? And they kept... The one thing that I do like about Chapter 5 that you started to see it in Chapter 2 is they're gonna keep their characters in the storyline. Of course, like, they're getting there with the storyline. I feel like they've really, like, thrown away their storyline ever since, like, Chapter 4. Like, Chapter 4, Season 1, the storyline was great, and then they just, like, they threw it away, and... like, the storyline didn't exist anymore. In Chapter 4, the storyline didn't exist. But now it does. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that they will keep this storyline, because... I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than no storyline at all. I like how they're like reusing characters for different things, like Hope and Jones, Vengeance Jones. So yeah, so chapter 2 introduced storyline quests, which I really liked, because I like doing quests for XP, but I also like doing like quests that like matter, like not just like daily quests. I like doing quests like the storyline quests. So I love the storyline quests. Fortnite, I hope they keep that. I hope they keep the characters for the storyline. The weapons. They added the Harbinger SMG, which was, I think Hades had the mythic for that. It was significantly better than the Hyper SMG. It wasn't better than the Thunderburst, but it was better than the... It was like, there's now a decision, and now, I mean, still you obviously take the Thunderburst, but now you would take the mythic over the uncommon Thunderburst, like you would, instead of what you would do like when the Hyper SMG was out, because that thing sucked. So yeah, the SMG's better. The boss medallions were way more balanced, not balanced, unique. Instead of like every medallion did something different. Like I know Zeus's medallion got you like that jump thing, which wasn't so good for fights, but was so good for mobility. I prefer a mobility weapon over like a fighting weapon. Just because, I mean, like, do you really care? It's gonna waste too much. I'm not with this guy. I'm saying I'll prefer mobility-centered medallions over, like, fighting-centered medallions, because look at Ares. Ares medallion made your attack higher, and basically did nothing. The medallions overall, I feel like Hades' medallion was the best. So that's really all I have to say about the medallions. Like, there's nothing like important about them except they didn't heal you at all. It was great. And most of the medallions were balanced, unlike the other ones that did heal you in the last season. Got a rough fight going. So, the shotgun. They added one new shotgun, and it was probably one of the best shotguns that's been in Fortnite. Definitely the best shotgun in Chapter 5, and that's the Gatekeeper shotgun. 3 shots. It has 3 shots, but it doesn't even matter. I mean, you hit 2 of those, the guy's dead. You missed 1, he's still dead. Like, and it was fast. It was like boom, 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 and each damage was like 90 shot, body shot, like, maybe like 140 headshots. It was crazy. It was crazy. The Gatekeeper was the go-to shotgun, like anytime. Like it totally outclassed the Hammer Pump shotgun. Like I would have taken. Like might sound weird. Over Peter Griffin's Mythic shotgun, I would have taken the uncommon Gatekeeper. It's the same deal as me taking the Thunderburst over the Mythic Hyper SPG, just because those weapons are so unbalanced. I might stay down here. Hope he's like camp it out here. Oh, never mind. So I was saying, yeah. So Gatekeeper, great, great. So the only problem I had with this was really this just the theme. The theme of the chapter, I feel like the developers were confused with because it went from Greek gods the first half to what's it called? Oh my god, Avatar, the last Airbender, and like those mythics, they were nuts. Water bending. I remember at first it was okay, and then it was totally broken. Like people were using it as an AR, like as a sniper. It was crazy. And I feel like it really took away the whole Greek mythology themed aspect of what the season was going for. So I feel like they should have done better at that and like limiting all the other stuff in the collabs and just keeping to what it's supposed to be. But it was a good collab. I did get the skin, the skin, the pass, the collab pass or whatever it's called. So yeah, that and I think that was the only time I've gotten something like that. I've gotten like a collaboration pass. So that was good. The season overall was it was good. I liked the season. It was not as good as the first season. Just because the first season was I mean, yeah, nostalgic already, but yeah. The first season I just like the center, the storyline, like the everything, like the society and the underground. Like I like that. And the Greek gods were fine, but I liked facing like I liked facing Montague, like Grand Glacier and Oscar. Frenzy Auto Shotgun, which I'm sorry, I totally forgot about the Frenzy Auto Shotgun. It was broken. It was completely broken at launch. Of course, like most auto shotguns, they get nerfed. Except actually this Twinfire Auto Shotgun, which I have here, which is the opposite. It wasn't that great at launch, and it got a bit of a buff, so it's okay. I'm not really a fan. Oh wait, no, that's a pump shotgun that I had. I had the Twinfire earlier in the game. I was saying is, yeah, the Frenzy Auto was good. It was good. It was annoying to face up against. I didn't use it. Let's see this crown. This guy's revealing exactly where he is, so if we get in here, maybe it's fine. Not really here to play the game. Sorry, I just concentrating. I know I said I wouldn't do this, but I mean, two people left, and he's like right there. You can hear his footsteps. Yeah. So chapter 5, season 2, it was good. Now we get into chapter 5, season 3. It was so. This is actually controversial, but I don't think that this was the worst season, and I'll explain why. But it was OP. If there was any season where Fortnite tried too hard, it would be this one because they tried too hard to make these like cool weapons and car mods. Obviously, it did not work out. This guy's got a victory crown. Do I just let him win? Just okay. He's got a victory crown and he's got a crown victory royale. I've been playing to win anyway. So it was bad. It was bad. I didn't like it because you get killed by the cars. The cars were awful. I mean, the combat AR was good. I love the combat AR. I don't know why I love the combat AR. It's just it's just a weapon that I like to use, not because it was good. Because I don't know, I can't explain. It's just because I liked the way it looked and I liked the sound of it. I also liked the Legacy Combat AR too, which is maybe like the I remember using and loving the Legacy Combat AR before they totally re-edited. So I don't know, it just felt good using the Combat AR again, even though it was different. Tactical AR, don't even talk about it. That thing was awful. Like it took it's an AR that took light ammo, took SMG ammo. Like you know that's bad. That's bad. I mean it's sufficient for ammo, yeah, but the gun was not even an AR, and it wasn't. It was too weak. The shots did not enough damage to be an AR, but it was too slow to be an SMG. And it just sits like in that in-between category of an AR and an SMG, and not where you would like it to be. Like the drum gun. Like that's like that in-between category that you want. That's like it does too much damage to be an SMG, but it's too fast to be an AR. This thing was the opposite. This was too slow to be an SMG, but too weak to be an AR, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that was really tactical SMG. I don't know what they were doing. They brought back 2 old weapons, but they didn't really bring anything back. They just slapped a design on a gun and named it like an old weapon. So I don't know what they were getting at there, but the Wasteland biome, I know a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it. I liked Brutal Beachhead and Redline. The night, I always pronounce it wrong. Nitrodrome. I think it's Nitrodrome because I was saying Nitrodome, which would make sense, but I think it's actually Nitrodrome. That color, that like, I didn't like that. I don't know why they had to add that in and make it like almost like a separate, but same type looking thing, like as the Wasteland biome. Like I don't even know what it's called. It looks like almost like the same color as like the Badlands from Minecraft or something. But yeah, that was weird that they made it like that. So the map was okay. Now here's my problem. Remember Snooty Steps? They completely ruined it. I don't know what they were thinking by making Snooty Steps Sandy Steps. It was basically they threw sand all over it and abandoned it, which I think that. Whoa, excuse me. Okay, I don't know if that's like this hidden feature, like the Wanderer, and in season 3. Yes, the Wanderer was like he wasn't that season. Confusing a lot of people. I don't know what that is. Oh wait, no, that's the boss one. I don't want to go near that. Nothing. So yeah, so what was I? Right. Sandy Steps. I don't get the point of that. I don't get why it was. Are you good? Are you good? Maybe that's just like something. Maybe I'm missing something. Is that the same? Okay, it's not. So that's actually a person. Okay. So yeah, Sandy Steps. I would never land there, and when I did, just to see like if it was still like a popular spot, I went there and nobody landed at Sandy Steps. Like nobody. Like they dumped on this place. Like I don't know what the purpose of it was. We just keep Snooty Steps, but like it was okay. Nope. We're gonna totally take a dump on one of your favorite POIs and make it Non-landable. Nobody was legendary. Now, the one thing I did like about it is they added my favorite band, Metallica, to the music festival. And I don't know what I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about it because it's like, yes, they added your favorite bands. You should be happy. I am happy, but it's also they added it to a season like that nobody likes. So, like, are they gonna like Metallica or hate them because they were in that season? It's just like, I mean, imagine like you get added, like you're a famous YouTuber, like a famous like internet icon, and you get added in the Primal season. And that's like your season. And it's like, no, do I really want to be known for this in that season, or do I just like want to, not be in the game? Oh no, buddy, start attacking now. Okay. I think that was actually just the car. I think I'm like freaking out. Is the Night Rose dead? Did I miss something? Oh boy. Some of these sneak up. Yeah. He's totally distracted. Oh, he's oh my goodness! I can't see anything, and he's dead. I might be dead soon if I don't get out of here. Anyway. Where was I? I was totally distracted. Oh. What am I seeing? Stupid. I thought. Right, so yeah. Metallica. Good to see them in the game. Kind of disappointing to see them in a season that is not liked. Don't know if it would be better for them if they were in a better season. Like the Midas season or something like that. But yeah, that's my only complaint. That. So yeah, the season overall not good. I'll give it like, oh, and I didn't talk about the worst part. So this was at the end of the season. I tried to erase this from my brain, but remember the cars and how they were so OP? Well, they came out with something maybe even worse. Magneto Power. This was when the Marvel collab. This was like before the Marvel collab, the pre-Marvel collab of Chapter 5. And it wasn't necessary at all. Because they added the Magneto Power, which was absolutely broken. I remember at the end of the game, the last 5 players, all of them had Magneto Power. I mean, to survive. I did a game where I only used Magneto Power, right? I came in second place. I got 14 kills. And I killed 2 guys with medallions. And you know what I got killed by at the end? Magneto Power. It was broken. Launcher was broken. Because it did 100 damage per shot. Then it was down to 90, but it was still broken. I'll say a fair amount to make it a balance would be 50. And that's crazy. Whoa. Somebody open up a vault? Why does it sound like somebody opened up a vault? Is that just a game sound glitch? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so Magneto Power was busted, and then we went into Chapter 5, Season 4. At first, everybody liked it. And then they added, or the player base discovered the auto turret, which is why the auto turret single-handedly made this the worst season in Chapter 5. Yes, I know, a very biased opinion, because, I mean, not a popular opinion, because most people, this guy's just gonna ignore me. Most people, I wouldn't say liked this season, because I heard positive feedback from it in the beginning. I didn't hear any feedback about it, because people just stopped talking about it. It's like, I want Chapter 6. I want this to be over. The map changes I didn't like. It was like, you look at the beginning of the map, it changed from like you want dull, like this season is the dullest of them all. Like the POIs, the biome, it was bad. It was dull. I did like Doom's Castle, but that's it. Like, and some of the map changes in this just ruined it. I mean, the Greek mythology map changes were good. The Nitro Drum I didn't like, but then like the Marvel stuff I didn't, and the Iron Mans, the War Machines arsenal, the War Machines, all the War Machines weapons, the jetpack, the arsenal, and the auto turret made this season the worst in Chapter 5. And I was, by the time it was over, I was saying, "Yep, I'm done. I am done. I just want something new." And then we heard about the remix that was coming out. Everybody was excited. Everybody's, "Oh, Midas is returning. We're gonna have like the old, like, the POIs from Chapter 2. It's gonna be like OG Fortnite, but better, because we're gonna be replaying the best season in Fortnite history. And instead of getting Midas and whatever you call it, Midas, Meowscles, Brutus, we get Ice Spice. We get Ice Spice, bro. Like, who wanted this? Who asked for this? Like, the live event, it was cool that they did it in New York City, across the billboards. That was cool. But it was just such a waste. Like, they could have done so much more with it. They could have, I don't know. They could have just done so much more with what they had. Like, they probably spent so much money on it just for like nothing. Like, they just like did stupid effects on it while Ice Spice worked in front of the whole crowd. It was not good. But Snoop Dogg was there too. Snoop Dogg. Goes, they say he's gonna throw a Fortnite gangster party. Like, what? Fortnite gangster party? Like, that was just like so dumb. But yeah, overall, it was dumb, the live event. But then the actual season, and I know it's just reskins. Yeah, it didn't feel the same. It wasn't the same as what I remember. What I do like, they kept Kit at Catty Corners. They kept the OG boss in Catty Corners. They kept Kit. They kept the OG skin for him, and that I liked that, because that I'm a fan of the charge shotgun, not the charge SMG, only the charge shotgun. The charge SMG, I don't know what they were thinking with that in Chapter 3, but they kept Kit. The charge shotgun was great, and yeah, it's this guy. Okay, this. I'm gonna pickaxe this guy to death. Watch this, right? Oh, 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 oh. Ha! So yeah, the remix, it wasn't the same. At the end, though, the Juice World event was good. I liked that. The song was good. The video production was good, and the fact that he like got the song in Fortnite, like the music video was like in Fortnite, like you know what I mean. It was just cool to see, like, Fortnite doing that, and everything, like actually like making a real music video in Fortnite. Like, I think nobody's ever done that before. Like, had a song first be heard in Fortnite. And I like the idea of that. They should do that with the other upcoming artists. So I don't know what the artist is for this. I think it's still Timo. But yeah, so overall, Chapter 5, probably... I'm gonna rate it, out of the seasons, second worst. Obviously, the worst is Chapter 3. I might do a video on me rating the every single season from, chapter from worst to best. But that's it. I rated all the seasons. Not rated, but I will rate them now. So I'm going to say in first place is Season 1, second place Season 2, third place Season 3, fourth place Season 4. Yeah, that's basically what you call a season that got worse and worse.